It's a unique situation, so it was a little daunting, but I had a good chunk of time to really prepare for it.
Hi gang, so nice to meet you all. Liam, we've met before. Great to see you again,
Nice to see
and
you
welcome
too.
to the show.
Thank you.
You so effortlessly walk into, I like to usually start with the ladies, but Liam, I will start with you on this one exception because you are walking into something as a newbie. Geralt is also going through a huge transformation. The rest of the cast has said that you walked in so effortlessly. Can you talk to me about what made it so easy for you to walk into Geralt's life? And was it because he is going through such a transformation and we see a different side of him that you got to make it your own?
Yeah, I think that was definitely a part of it. A big part of, I think, feeling that having the confidence to come on board was these guys' support and the rest of the cast were just incredibly welcoming and giving and kind and you know, it's a unique situation, so it was a little daunting, but I had a good chunk of time to really prepare for it and dig into the character and stunts and the costumes and everything, and by the time I stepped onto set I was feeling really comfortable, but you know, came from a lot of it from the support of the cast.
And going to the pub with Joey and having some pints, like that probably helped too, right?
We were at the pub every night.
Anya, I have to say, Yennefer, my goodness, I love when a woman takes charge. You know, her character, we're going to see so much leadership from her. I feel like anytime a female character takes charge, you're like, okay, all is going to be well in this world. How will the Witcher fans also feel safe in the leadership that Yennefer is about to show everybody?
Because it's now safe. It's not born from trauma, you know, the need to be a leader. It's because she can help, and she knows Ciri in a way that no one else does. She's been through a lot and can offer. I think, you know, Yennefer's pushed so many boundaries as a woman in this world, and to be in this lodge of sorcery, like bring this lodge together and kind of show these really strong characters how important it is to you know, do what's, be honest and kind of not have to like have a higher expectation for yourself that doesn't necessarily, isn't like everyone, the society's expectation of you know, these mages is a really important part of what we're able to create to fight Vilgefortz. You know, it's coming into our own power, I suppose.
I love it. I love it. Like I said, it was so satisfying to watch as a woman myself. And Freya, your character, I love the series, is going on this like journey of independence and finding yourself. Your fight scenes are so ridiculously good. You do them so well. So I feel like it is fair to ask you, out of all the people as well, how well did Liam do when it came to the choreography, the riding the horses? Be honest, girl, just be honest with me right now.
I'm gonna give you a C. No, you're also, I've seen. I mean, I haven't even watched the whole thing back, but I've seen the trailer, and I was like,
incredible.
Hell yeah!
Incredible.
Yeah, it's awesome, and I can't wait to actually sit down and properly watch it. But you look so strong,
and it's so
strong,
hard.
and it is. It's so hard. You know, like I got to start sword training for season 2 and especially season 3, and so, you know, and it's really something you have to get used to in your body. It's not as easy. It's not that easy, you know. You've got to, and to make it look genuinely strong and you're. It's like a dance. It's literally like a dance. It is.
And you're all dancing, and then you still are giving face. Like your face cards are
you
strong.
still got to be.
I don't know how you do it.
Oh
It's
my
amazing.
god! I
It's
personally
amazing.
pull some ugly faces when I
Yeah, you don't want to watch a fight
Like,
back.
I've seen some screen grabs of fights, and I'm like, wait, that's amazing right there. The teeth are out.
Well, what you see in the show is amazing. Talk to me a little bit about what it was like. Obviously, you're coming new into this as well. Liam's coming new into this. But what
Yes.
was that conversation like to create that bond and that trust that we actually see throughout the series?
Well, you know, I think both Liam and I recognize that coming in as new characters, him, you know, taking on the mantle of playing Geralt, and me coming in as a new character, that was going to present challenges. But I think we're the kind of actors who look forward to challenges, and we're not afraid of them. And we try to use those challenges as a way to grow and learn. And so I think that's where our bond came.
I would love to talk about Regis, who
Okay.
is such an eccentric, sophisticated character. You have talked about how you had a big say in what your iconic Matrix look would look like, and I'm curious to know if you also had a say on how you wanted Regis to be portrayed.
Well, we had lots of conversations between myself, Deb, and Lucinda, who did the costumes, Deb, who supervised the makeup. And we just kind of collaborated, and they presented me with things that I liked and some things that I loved, and we went with the things that I loved.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, when they went with the, like, I could not imagine anyone challenging that. Like, you know what the vibe is for every character you take on.
Well,
I would not mess with that.
They really came up with some really fabulous things, and yeah, like I said, the things that I loved, we were like, let's do that, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So good. I have to also say that I was actually quite surprised on how much I love you as a vampire.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I say this in the most respectful way, sir, but you are probably the finest looking vampire to this day.
Bless your heart. Thank you so much.
But talk to me a little bit about, because when I look at your work, you have such a unique style of telling so much of your story just through your eyes and the way you smile. Like, you say so much with just such little words. How did you also navigate through with that technique that you have and bringing that in Regis and bringing that to the audience in The Witcher?
Well, you know, the thing about vampires is that they are those creatures that are meant to scare us, that we're all sort of really kind of frightened of, and yet strangely attracted to at the same time. So I thought what would be really interesting is if this is a character that you're supposed to be afraid of, but you actually can't help but like him. Like, he's really a nice person. Like, he's truly kind, and he's truly thoughtful. And as much as you are waiting for him to bite you, like, it's highly unlikely that he would.
I feel like I'd be dead in a second. If I ran into Regis, I would be so trapped. I'd be like, I love this man. And then I'd be dead. I would be dead in like 2 seconds.
Bless your heart. Thank you.
I would love to start with talking about Liam walking into this, where you feel like, just even as a fan and watching him, it's just so effortless. But how did you work with him to make sure that he obviously came into it with his own flair, what we all know what Liam brings to the table, but then was also still honoring the legacy and continuing the story effortlessly?
I love the use of the word effortless, because that's absolutely what we felt on set as well. And this is all due credit to Liam. He came in, he was very, very upfront about some of the things that he wanted to bring to the character. The character has a sort of new style this season. Obviously, he really wanted to embrace a little bit more humor and dry wit to the character, which we'd seen in the past, but I think really came to the surface this season. Also, you know, the story that we're telling, this is a really pivotal moment for Geralt. So he's actually experiencing some emotions in his life that he hasn't had the chance to experience. So it was a great time for someone new to step in, because we were seeing a whole new side of the character. But really, you know, it was such a beautiful collaboration, and it is Liam fit in with our family instantly.
Yeah. I love that. And you know, Jaskier and Geralt also have this like deeper friendship that people will get to see as well, Joey. What was it like navigating that bond with Liam to create that trust, to create that loyalty? Like, what kind of conversations were you both having?
If I'm honest, the easiest aspect of shooting season 4 and indeed season 5 was mine and Liam's instant chemistry. We had rehearsals together. Which is kind of unheard of in television, and we sat down and we talked a little bit. But then I think it actually happened a lot away from set. I think I went up to him at the end of our first couple of days of rehearsals, and I was like, "We need to go to the pub," and he was like, "I thought you'd never ask." And we ended up having a couple of pints together with Laurence and a few of the other cast members, and we've never had to fight for it. I think that's something that is a testament to Liam's character as a person, but also we've never had to fight for it with any of our cast members, and that's a testament to Sophie Holland, our casting director, and to you for gathering all these people, and we just are able to easily find what we want and to create the scene that as best we can, essentially.
Thank you so much for your time. So pleasure chatting with you, and congratulations on an epic season 4. I can't wait for everybody else to watch it.
Oh,
Thank you so much.
Thank you
Nice
for
to meet
questions.
you.
Guys.